go. We cranking out, 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 cranking out. We cranking out, 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 cranking out. Yeah, we cranking in this bitch. Yeah, we cranking in this bitch. This the crank it. It ain't nothing like the Frankie in this bitch. Just crank it out, cranking 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 out. Let's go. Damn, I don't think I ever crunked this mud before. If I ain't crunked this mud before, then I ain't crunked this mud before. I'm cranking out to the max. The rude boys crunk. If I ain't cranking in this bitch, that's cause the rude boys drunk. 2 drinks, 3 beans, got me cranking in this bitch. 6 hoes, 1 me, got it stankin' in this bitch. Rude boy, and I'm so crankin' with the shit. Rude boy, and I'm so crankin' with the shit. Let's go. I'm the rude boy official, higher than a missile. I'm the referee, shouting no stripes, no whistle. Let's go. Cranking cause I crank the shit, jigging with my partner them. And once I get to cranking, ain't no motherfucker stopping him. Cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out. We cranking out, 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 cranking out. Yeah, we cranking in this bitch. Yeah, we cranking in this bitch. This the crank it. It ain't nothing like the Frankie in this bitch. Just crank it out, cranking 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 out. Let's go.
Oh shit, I crank it. Now shawty wanna hum me, shining super bright. Don't my chain say I'm stunning. She know who it be. Mr. Cocky hit them knees.
Swag so amazing, something she never seen.
I go ham, she go down. Fresh I am. Crank it, watch me snap. Whoa, damn. Oh my god. Fucking my crank like my crank was a guy. Damn, little mama, you ain't never seen the player. Pretty boy swag, I can crank it now later. She like teach me how to crank. Now who can do it better? Let's hit the hotel and crank it in the covers.
Cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out. We cranking out, 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 cranking out. Yeah, we cranking in this bitch. Yeah, we cranking in this bitch. This the crank it. It ain't nothing like the Frankie in this bitch. Just crank it out, cranking 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 out. Let's go.
Crank, 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 crank. Yeah, all the girls looking at my Dougie. It's on point. I'm the man if you looking for a man with the gram, with the world in my hand. Yeah, sexy rubber bands, yeah, don't feel like tailspin. In the party, crank it out. Anywhere I crank it out. If a hater talking head, best believe we bang it out. Yeah, the studio's my house. School Boyzz be the name, and them other people lame. They still popping off the chain, and I'm off the barbed wire. I'm blazing super scorching, you can say that I'm on fire. The world what I desire, and these hating effing people is the ones that I devour. She like crank, 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 crank. Teach me how to crank.
Cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out. We cranking out, cranking out, cranking out, cranking out.